Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Starfighter, Dustin here. Now today I'm going to talk about something in the Sailor Moon followership that a lot of Sailor Moon followers, some of them, get irked over. Now, I broke the oversight, which says that only girls or women can be sailor keepers or sailor fighters. And then there are going to be those in the Sailor Moon followership that will oath on the Holy Book that Naiko Takaguchi said it. And I'm not going to go make a film talking about what she said or did not say or what she did or did not do, because I don't truly know. And you don't even know if there's any truth. You don't know if that's true or not. And what's written on the interweb isn't always true. So the oversight that we broke and 9 between 95 YL. I know a lot of Sailor Moon followers out there be like, well, how could you break an oversight? How could it got broken in 9 between 95 YL? How, you ask? It's the Sailor Starlights. You know, Jordan, Julian, and myself. Yes, we were men who shape-shifted. We became sailor fighters. And from the saga until Naoko Takaguchi didn't like how Toei handled us. She was all right with everything else that Toei did for the 4 followings, but when it came to us, that's when she had to draw a row in the sand, as some folks said. And at the end of the day, I don't care about that oversight. You know, there's not really much anyone can do to uphold it anyway. I mean, it's been broken since 9 between 95 YL, and if you don't want to believe I was the first one to break it, well, then Ernest as Sailor Earth, Ernest P. Worrell as Sailor Earth, he broke the oversight then, if you don't want to believe it with me. And breaking that oversight, nothing bad happened. Oh, there was a falling out between the Adley Now Golding's business and the Toei business. If you believe that or not, I'm not going to say there is, that they did not have a falling out, because I don't know. But I'm going to say that a lot of folks in the Sailor Moon followership believe in this oversight. And there are some out there who don't. And to tell you the truth, that oversight was meant to be broken, and it could be broken by me. By being the first man sailor fighter, Sailor Star fighter. Now I know some folks are going to say, oh well, in the book they're going to say, in the funny books they're going to say that you were a woman that made yourself look like a man. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, that's what happened in the book. But that's not what happened in Sailor Stars, and that's not what happened in Stars either. So sorry. You know. So only girls or women can be sailor fighters. Let's talk about this oversight, and maybe we can come down to what it means. And first, I gotta let the dog in. There you go, Buttercup. All right, the first thing is that what did Naoko Takaguchi mean by it? Did she mean that only girls or women could be sailor fighters? Did she mean that's how they became sailor fighters, or why they were chosen to be sailor fighters or sailor keepers, since they were girls or women? Or was she making an oversight in her world? Or did it mean in her world there were only women sailor fighters? I don't know what that meant, and you can take it any way you want to take it, you know. Because as of now, no one truly knows what it meant. Now, we all know that Naoko Takaguchi came up with the oversight, and a lot of folks are going to say that, oh, there's a film, there's a wisp, And most likely there are, but I'm not going to go say shit that someone can scathe me and say she never said that and never did that. Because a lot of folks like to put words in her mouth and say that she did things and say that she did things that she didn't say and didn't do. So you really don't know what, as far as what to trust on the interweb goes. All we do know is that there were no men sailor fighters and Sailor Moon up until the Sailor Starlights. Us. Fuck, there's something in my shoe now. Fuck. And anyway, at the end of the day, I'm happy that I broke that oversight. And you know what? Nothing happened. Now, if breaking this oversight somehow put me on a bind with Nako Takaguchi or the Aldling Nile Gulling's business or the Toei business, then oh well. There's not really much they can do about it. You know? And I don't even think they even care what I say about this. So, the oversight was broken by them in 9 between 95 YL, and it's broken. Deal with it. You know, we were the ones to break the oversight. Julian and Dustin and myself, the Sailor Starlights, the Free Lights or the Tri-Lights, whatever you want to call us. And I like to think if it wasn't for me doing what I did, then there would have been no Ernest. Ernest P. Worrell would have not shown up as Sailor Earth if there wasn't someone to open that door for a man sailor to be the first man sailor fighter. Now, at the end of the day, yeah, I broke the oversight. Toei broke the oversight in 9 between 95 YL. It is what it is, you know. And I could really, and to tell you the truth, if you want to follow that oversight, that's your own business. If you don't want to follow it, well, that's your own business too. But at the end of the day, I don't follow it. You see? And to tell you the truth, I don't think even Toei really didn't care that much about that oversight either, because they chose to make me and Dustin, me and Jordan and Julian men who became sailor fighters. Now, some folks out there are going to take it the way they want to take it, but that's what happened. And some folks also believe that the oversight should have never been broken. Well, it's broken. Too bad. It is what it is. I'm sorry. The oversight was broken about 30 years ago. And it is what it is. Now, as far as Nako Takaguchi or Takenshi coming up with the oversight and what the oversight meant, well, that was always opened up to, to sundriest takes. Some folks took it as if that's why there were only women sailor fighters, due to the grounds they were being chosen because they were women. Other folks believed that it was that Nako Takaguchi meant only for women and girls to be sailor fighters and that no one else could be one. Why? Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, give this film a like, share and playlist it, and I'll see you later.